Hello again, everybody. This is Michael for Tactica Imperialis. This video is a continuation of my Ork Codex analysis. In my previous video, which I'll link to in the description, I had a look at the HQ section and named characters. This video looks at the elite section, the tough guys and the specialists. And it also includes a fair few troop options as well. We'll start up here. Orknobs. These guys are similar, actually, to big mechs in terms of compatibility. Good strength and toughness values. 2 wounds, initiative 3, 3 attacks. Let's see. Basic war gear, but a lot of options. The entire mob may be upgraded to not bikers. For those of you who saw my HQ video, this gives them +1 toughness for being on a bike, 4 up cover save and a 4 up armor save, and a lot of speed. It's rare to find that armies don't take knob bikers now, particularly with paint points. Maybe replace choppers with big chopper and power claws. I would always say at least a couple of power claws, whether on foot, on bikes, or whatever. Combi weapons, like the war boss, you won't really use them apart from perhaps a flamer because they're not twin linked or going to do a lot of damage, but a flamer can. Heavy armor you don't take unless you have a bike. War banner, this is quite useful. This gives the unit and any characters in it +1 weapon skill, which makes War Boss's weapon skill 6 and Gazkul weapon skill 7. That's very high. And for 15 points, like a whole unit, which could be potentially 10 strong, weapon skill 5 is great. Pain Boys. For 30 points, you may replace a knob with a Pain Boy. He has the same stat line, but different war gear. He has a Doc's Tools and an Urti Syringe. A Doc's Tools works similarly to a Space Marine Apothecary or Medic in Imperial Guard. He allows you to get up on a 5+ through Feel No Pain. This is ignored by wounds that cause instant death, but otherwise it's there. 1 Grut Orderly allows you to reroll 1 Feel No Pain. For example, if your War Boss has just been obliterated, you've got more chance of saving him. Any models may have Cyborg bodies. This is why Pain Boys get brought to the party. Cyborg bodies are 5 up invulnerables, and on knobs like these with 2 wounds, that's great, particularly if you combine this with cover saves and armor saves and being on bikes. And because of war bosses, they're allowed to take 1 as a troop choice, which is very good. They may ride in trucks or battle wagons, which I'll detail either in the troops or heavy support video because of their sections. Meganobz. These guys have the same stat line as regular knobs, but a 2+ save because they have mega armor. The problem these guys have is they have slow and purposeful, which I think has improved now in 6th edition. It's not so bad. But they don't get the cyborg body access. The only way to give them cyborg bodies is through Mad Doc Grotznik. Therefore, they are slightly weaker than knobs, who have a bit more due to speed, particularly. However, 10 Meganobz with Gazkul loaded up in a battle wagon, 9, sorry, because the transport capacity they count as bulky, means they are going to do a lot of damage if they make it. Burner Boys. These guys have the burners that I mentioned in my Mech Boy analysis, which are flamers that double as power weapons if in melee. You may, for free, choose to upgrade up to 3 of them in the squad to a mech, which have custom Mega Blasters and the ability to fix vehicles. I would never recommend more than 1 mech per 5 burners, because otherwise you lose out on all what you paid for them. You may, on the mech, give them extra weapons like big shooters. Big shooters are probably the best bet because they're more anti-infantry, and a Grot Oiler for giving them extra repairs. I don't like to take mechs, I prefer more fire, but some do. Then we have the Technic Buster. These guys are also 15 points. Same stat lines. But they have the access to a knob rather than the mech. The rocket launcher is the same as a typical missile launcher. Strength 8, AP 3, 1 shot. However, this is only 24-inch range, and BS2 is not good here. Tank Buster bombs are slightly improved versions of crack grenades, as in they, in melee, can be used to attack a vehicle at strength 6, but rolling 2d6 for armor penetration. Glory Hogs means that they have to shoot at vehicles if they have the option, even if they're out of range. So, yes, they'll kill tanks, but that's all they'll do. Bomb Squigs are basically, they cause strength 8 hits on vehicles that they run at, on a 2+. On 1, they go after your own vehicles, which is not good. Tank Hammers are strength 10 melee weapons. No AP, though, so there is a risk. 1 Tank Buster may be upgraded to a knob for 10 points, may have a power claw, which is cheaper, actually. So, a knob in a tank buster is better else. Because of the Power Claw price reduction. You don't see Tank Busters a lot, and that's primarily down to these guys. Lootas, same cost, same stats. Mech access like the burners, but these have even less reason to take mechs. The Death Gun is 48-inch range, strength 7 AP4, and has B3 shots, meaning that a full squad can put out up to 45 shots. That will wreck just about anything, and even with BS2, you're still causing 15 hits at that time and doing a lot of damage with it. Looters are pretty much an auto-take in squads of 10 or more because of the sheer amount of damage they can do. They're even able to wreck flyers with that amount of shots. Commandos took a serious hit in 6th edition with the rules for outflank not allowing them to assault. Same stat line, they're slightly cheaper. They have access to the burner, well, some of them. Same sort of thing on Commandos with knobs and upgrade weapons. The big shooter, I should probably analyse this now. It is 36-inch range, strength 5, AP5, 3 shots, which is good. Not the best, but very good at thinning out infantry if you can get a hit. Boss Snickrot. I really like Boss Snickrot. I'm going to have to go to his page because they don't explain anything here. Just bear with me. Some really good artwork in the Ork Codex, actually, even for black and white. Between the War Boss and the Big Mech. I like him a lot. Mork's Teeth mean he can reroll to hit with his 4, 5, 6 attacks on the charge. He has Furious Charge, Infiltrate, move through cover, and he can move on from any table edge when coming on from reserve. That's brilliant, because usually you're having to rely on some luck to come in on the flank you want. Here, just about anywhere, actually. Only problem with these now is they can't assault out of reserve. This is terrible. Because you can't assault out of reserve, meaning Snickrot can't come in, wreck face, and then probably die because of his low armor save. So he's a lot worse than he used to be. If he wins a combat, the enemy suffers -1 to leadership. That's not bad, but it's nothing major, particularly with things like stubborn being more commonplace. Oh. Sorry about that. I had a pop-up on my phone. I'll have to delete some stuff before too long. That's it, actually, for the elite section, so I can wrap up there. My next video will take a look at the troops, the Ork boys, Gretchen, and their dedicated transport, the truck. The video after that will analyse the fast attack, including the flyers, which aren't mentioned in here. This is older than they are. And then I'll do the heavy support and possibly some tactics. In terms of the elites, actually, knobs or knob bikers are practically an auto take. They're usually on bikes, but you can see them in battle wagons too. Meganobz lose out because of this. Burner boys, rare because of their short range. Tank busters, too unreliable usually, but you do see them occasionally. Looters, auto takes usually because of their high rate of fire and damage. Commandos, you don't see them anymore because of the serious damage taken by not assaulting from outflank. Okay, that's all. If you have any opinions, questions, etc., be sure to leave them in the comment section. My name is Michael, and I'll see you again.